have the power.
Hey Hebrew fans, this is Todd, and you guys know that classics is my jam, and I just love classics a lot, and I really like this cool Mondo figure, but it's not classics. So let's go ahead and try to customize him into a classics He-Man figure and see how it turns out. And you're thinking, what? You're gonna take that super expensive figure and turn it into a classics? We'll see. So let's turn the camera around and let's see what is the art of the possible. All right. He-Man, there he is. So I was thinking about this figure, and this figure has an amazing, amazing, amazing sword. It has an excellent shield. It has a great battle axe, and it's got some pretty good armor pieces to it as well. And I really like the wristbands that it has on it as well. Now, as you guys know, I've made lots of 2000X classics figures in the past, and I've always taken an old 2000X He-Man and sanded out his cuffs and everything else. And I thought it was about time to see what we could do by taking this guy. Oh, there he goes. Time for things to fall over. Stand, man, stand. And using Oo-larr, Oo-larr, and Mo-Larr, Mo-Larr, and Dawg-O-Tor, Dawg-O-Tor, and see if we can't combine these three to create an excellent 2000X He-Man body. And I have one head left. This is my final head. The final 2000X He-Man head. Ding, ding. Anyway, there he is. And so this will be used. And I've been holding on to this for a while. And so first off, let's first make our He-Man body in order to put all the armor and stuff on. So I'm just going to bend his legs like this and toss him into the hot water. There we go. And now I'm going to do the same to Mo-Larr. Mo-Larr. And if you do not know where Mo-Larr's from, he's from this skit they did a long time ago on Robot Chicken. All right, I found the Mo-Larr set, and what's funny is I didn't just have one; I had 4 of these sets in my closet. My wife always laughs at me because I keep buying stuff over and over again. Mo-Larr, Mo-Larr. I know what it was. One time, Matty Collector had them all on sale, really inexpensive, and so I bought like a bunch of them, knowing I can make cool customs out of them. And I kept buying people's used Mo-Larrs online, and so I just had so many Mo-Larr figures. Okay, here it is. Here is the Mo-Larr set. And it's funny, I was talking to my wife when my son was younger, and I was going to give a set to my son's dentist, thinking that'd be so funny, and she could put it up on the thing, and she's like, don't give her that. But see, look, in the episode, Beastman gets tied up, and Grizzlor gets stabbed in the eye with his drill. And he's complaining because why does he get the drill, and he just gets tied up with dental floss? But it's messed up is in the bottom of the box. There is a magazine in the bottom, and it's supposed to be one of the magazines that you can look at while you're sitting in the dental chair. And it is, it's really messed up. And it's supposed to be like a girl magazine, like Playboy or something like that, or Penthouse or something, of the sorceress. And it's got some really bad stuff written on there that Robot Chicken would write. But it's kind of funny. It's a very funny set. And you can see Skeletor's missing his tooth right there. And he does come with a Havoc staff and a half sword and a full sword. So it actually comes as a great thing. And I have a video on how to fix the tooth in this Skeletor if you decide to ever get one of these sets. So you can actually watch my video on how to fix the tooth. There's more than one way to fix the tooth, but then he comes with his dental tools in there, his dental floss and his mirror and his pick, and he has this tooth attached to his clamp there. Then he has his drill in his hand. Mo-Larr, the Eternian Dentist, and you can see the way they made that. It's pretty clever. Anyway, so back to our task at hand. Let's go ahead and get these guys out and see if their knees are soft enough. Oh yeah, they're really rubber. I haven't gone so long messing around. These should come off really nice. Erp. There we go. And let's pull his apart. Ugh. And I'll also pull his boot off too while I'm at it. And I'll stick Dawg-O-Tor in here to get his boots ready to be removed. Let's get going on this before it heats up too, before it cools down too much. Because once it starts cooling down, it gets really hard to put it back together. So up enough to get it back in there. There we go. Hooray! Now for the other side. See, if I'm smart, I'll just pull off one side only. And then pull the leg off. There we go. And stick this one on. And let's see if it's still warm enough to put it back together or not. Oh, it was. Hooray! Put those back in there. Now let's pull off his boots. Badoop. I'll just stick them on here. One last thing to go, and that is the head. Now, normally the head pops off without hot water, but since I got the hot water here, let's just do it right. I don't have to mess with it later or crack the chest a little bit accidentally. And let's go fishing for He-Man's final head. Ta-da! And now I have a 2000X bare body ready to go. He's got the darker brown boots, he's got the bare wrists, and he has the new 2000X head. Alright, well, I'm back, and I gotta admit, he does look pretty funny with the bare legs. Looks like he's some kind of mental patient that's escaping a hospital with his hospital gown on. Oh! But anyway, so I digress. Here is our 2000X He-Man naked. And now let's go ahead and start to put on his cool accessories. So first, we have to remove all these accessories. Now the first thing I'm worried about mostly are these armbands. I'm hoping these armbands fit on just the way they do normally. So let's go ahead and let's take his hands off and try to stick them on. So let's soak his hands in water. Yet again, time for more soaking. And it should go pretty quick because I'm way over my 205, so I'm guessing this won't take long at all to get this going. There's one. There is two. I gotta put the lid back on to maintain the temperature. And let's stick this on there now. Oh yeah. Look at that. Click-a-tat. That's gonna go on there nice. Little rubbery feel of it trying to get on there. Stretch. Stretch. You can, ouch. Get my fingernail back. You can do it. I just want it to be flush with the front here before I stick his hand back on. Yes. Oh. Let's see here. All right, that works pretty good. Now it's heated up again to stick his hands back on. Back into the hot water for you, He-Man. No! Blub, 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 blub. Blub, blub, blub. Blub, blub, blub. Talk, He-Man. Blub, 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 blub. I'll talk. I'll tell you the secrets of Castle Grayskull. Blub, 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 blub. Okay, that was pretty good. Now let's stick his hands back on. Always a fun task to do. There's one. There's two. Oh yeah. All right, first step done, and that's not looking too bad. Even if I was to take and throw on this armor right here, that looks pretty awesome with those wristbands. So I'm not even too upset about the armor because I'm not a huge fan of his new armor anyway. But let's try it out. I'm guessing it's gonna be way too big, but for kicks, let's take it off and see. Oh, got to put the top back on. So now we'll unbuckle it here. Burp. Unbuckle it there. Burp. Pull it over. Now I'm guessing it's going to be too small for this He-Man. Yeah, that's what I figured. He's a lot skinnier than the Mondo. Mondo. Not terrible, but definitely too small. Too small. But I am really liking the wrist cuffs on there. That's really cool. So if you really wanted to do this right, you'd probably have to take and do some little slicing and dicing. Does it come apart in the top too? Nope. Just looks like it would. Alright, let's take a look at his belt now and see if it comes off. I don't think it does. No, it does not. So we got to figure out, does he come apart? Okay. I'm going to do it. Against my better judgment, he's going into the hot water. I had no plans of sticking him in hot water, but it has to happen. Have to be careful not to get his loincloth wet, though. So let's slowly lower him down. And we'll see if he disconnects right there. Have to be careful because his body is filled up with hot water. Let it all drain. Drain out, He-Man. Ah! I was afraid of that. He's peeing on my hand with that hot water. Alright, let's see if he's removable. Hooray! Oh, man! Now I gotta work it up all the way over his legs. Okay. Let's heat this baby up. This is going to be a long haul all the way up He-Man's legs. Now, yes, I could take his legs off to make it easier. But we are just going to work it. Work it. Should have left his boots off at least, so I can get past. There's no way this is going to make it over his thighs. No! Okay. Alright. Stick your leg in there, He-Man. So I got it up right as high as I can. This takes a while, so I'm going to go and pause the video. Alright, well, it's been a long time. He's been sitting in there, collecting all kinds of heat. This should pop off really easy now. Let's see how easy this pops off. Hooray! And now let's go and slide this up the one leg. Let's see if I gotta heat this up. It's not gonna be rubbery enough to make it so close. Now I have to be careful because right on the back here is a little seam that will rip because it's thinner rubber there. But it's not a seam where they built it, it's just the way they designed it. So I may have to keep reheating this once in a while as I do this little step here. As we stretch this around town. Oh, I can already see that seam stretching right there. You can do it. close. So close. It's almost there. Hooray. Dun 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 dun. Dun 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 dun. All right, let's put his leg back on. That should heat up pretty quick. Then we'll throw his boot in there. Maybe 10 minutes before. I really overdid it. So it should still be pretty warm. There we go. All that's left now is his boot and his weapons. And then we'll compare him to my other custom I made a long time ago. It's funny with Dawg-O-Tor, because even though his boots are the right color, they were not molded in that color. They were molded in green. So you have to be careful not to ruin the paint on the boots. There we go. Look at his body on the inside. He's just like this big rubber thing with a couple tubes in there. Where's his legs? There we go. But meanwhile, let's go ahead and finish him off. So we got the battle axe. Dun 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 dun. The battle axe of power. Oh, it fits in his hand nicely. Look at that. Let's put it on his backpack. Better. So here is my original custom here. Let's move the Mondo over there. And you can just see the difference. Oh yeah, those armbands look so much cooler. And you know what? I don't know if I used Dawg-O-Tor's boots on him or if I used Spike-Or. I may have used Spike-Or's boots on him. I don't remember. They look the same though. Let's take that shield out of his hand. Ugh. Yeah, the bigger armbands just look better. I always liked how my guy looked a whole lot until I'm seeing the difference now with the Mondo parts. And the Mondo parts just look so much better. Even the belt looks better. Alright, so I want you guys' opinion. 1, the new one from Mondo Parts, or 2, the one I made a long time ago in a galaxy far away. And no, I'm not going to sell my old one. It should go like this. There we go. Stay, man. All right. Almost happy, except for the loose armor, but I'll figure out that later on. And I'll just put poster putty and go and squish it on his chest right there. Because I'm sure I'll be selling him. Because I still have a Mondo unopened. You can make a cool Conan out of him. Conan the Librarian. Bump, 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 bump. Or he could do the He-Man. Of course, he's not barefoot. I was going to say the He-Man when he first meets the Sorceress before he has his built-in armor. But I forgot that He-Man was barefoot. That's so crazy how tight that joint is at the bottom. Alright. Let's look at your guys' final votes. 1, 2, buckle my shoe. And we'll see which one you like better. And that is pretty much it. Let me turn the camera around. Well, thanks again for joining me. And yes, I do think I have the perfect 2000X Classics He-Man finally. Alright, anyway, post in the comments what you think. If you have ideas for making this armor tighter, post it in the comments as well. And that's all I got. Thanks for joining me. Bye now. Oh, good journey. Bye now.
If you found enjoyment, like, subscribe, and ring the bell. Do it!